Stepping into a grove of coastal redwoods has been likened to entering one of the world's great cathedrals. However, no cathedral in the world vaults over 30 stories high, as the redwoods do, and no amount of ornate carving or stained glass windows can outdo a redwood forest for the flamboyance of the rhododendrons, ferns, creeping oxalis, mosses, and other greenery decorating its floor. The majesty of coastal redwoods is almost overwhelming to those seeing the trees for the first time. At Redwood National Park, visitors of all abilities and inclinations have a chance to meet the largest living organisms in the world firsthand. 3 California state parks, Jedediah Smith Redwood State Park, Del Norte Coast Redwood State Park, and Prairie Creek Redwood State Park, together with the National Park Service Unit, comprise the parks, which are also a World Heritage Site and International Biosphere Reserve, protecting 45% of all the old-growth redwood forest remaining in California, a resource cherished by citizens of many nations. The park's mosaic of habitats include prairie and oak woodlands, mighty rivers and streams, and 37 miles of pristine Pacific coastline. The Del Norte Coast Redwood State Park contains an old-growth stand found along the Damnation Creek Trail. These trees are very near to the coast and are often shrouded in mist. The California Coastal Trail winds through the park. Hike or bike through a forest of giant redwoods, ferns, dogwoods, alders, and willows in some of the world's most beautiful environments. The Redwood National Park is essentially a thin strip of protected land along the coast. Within the park, you can stop to enjoy the sand, the tidal pools, and the bracing sea breeze. The park also shelters the mouth of the Klamath River, a great fishing, boating, and paddling destination. Here, where the redwoods meet the sea, there is also abundant wildlife, scenery, and history to explore.
The forested slopes and rocky peaks along the eastern border of Del Norte County are home to Smith River National Recreation Area, the Six Rivers National Forest, the Siskiyou Wilderness, and the wild and scenic Smith River. The 305,000-acre Smith River National Recreation Area was created in 1990 to protect this area's special scenic value. 315 miles of the Smith River are designated National Wild and Scenic Rivers, more than any other river system in the country. This emerald green Smith River flows freely and naturally, without a single dam for its entire length. The Smith River offers many recreational opportunities, including exciting rafting, steelhead fishing, and kayaking. For kayakers, the Smith River has many miles of steep creaking waters. Once the three forks join to form the main stream, the land levels out and the last 16 miles to the ocean present less demanding Class 1 and 2 conditions. River access points, clearly marked along the Smith River National Scenic Byway, provide access to sandy beaches and river pools. Just past the confluence of the Middle Fork and South Fork, the river leaves the National Recreation Area and flows through the Redwood National and State Parks, with stunning views of the giant redwoods. Salmon and steelhead fishing on the Smith River is nationally famous. For boaters, most of the Smith River is motor-free, and many drift boat guides are available to help anglers catch those trophy-sized fish. Where the Smith River meets the sea is an impressive show of the strength, beauty, and power of water. South Beach is where Crescent City meets the sea. The beach offers diverse recreational activities, easily accessible from Highway 101 and the harbor. South Beach is a popular spot for surfing, sailboarding, kite flying, and just relaxing. So beautiful is Del Norte's coastline that even without the park's forest giants and mountains, it alone would make a compelling case for national park status. Pebble Beach shares its name with another famous California landmark. However, this local stretch of coastline is possibly more magnificent than its more famous Southern California namesake. The long sandy beach that stretches north from Point St. George features an exquisite view of the entire Pelican Bay. Directly off the point are some of the best tide pools in the county. Del Norte's magical coastline boasts some of the most scenic and dramatic stretches of shoreline anywhere in the world. At the north end of the county, Pelican State Beach offers secluded sand dunes, giant rock formations, and long stretches of sand. This pristine beach is the perfect place to spend hours watching the waves and magnificent sunsets that occur daily. Unchanged for centuries, miles of secluded and sandy beaches await discovery.
The Crescent City Harbor is a traditional gateway to Del Norte County from the sea. It's home to a large fleet of commercial fishing boats which ply local waters for crab and bottom fish. By the way, this harbor offers one of the safest entrances along the northern coast. This is a working harbor. The facility is also home to boat repair businesses, restaurants, shops, even an art gallery. It also has commercial and sport boat slips, a launch ramp, fuel station, showers, and restrooms for our visiting boaters. Visitors to the harbor will no doubt immediately become aware of the large number of seals and sea lions which call this port home. Our harbor provides a close-up picture of the fishing industry and the brave men who sail the sea. Possibly the most picturesque working harbor along the west coast. From Battery Point Lighthouse to the commercial boat basin, there's so many unique areas for you to explore. In service from 1892 to 1975, the St. George Reef Lighthouse is America's farthest offshore lighthouse and its most expensive to construct. Though the lighthouse has withstood time and great storms, it's in need of rehabilitation, which is now being provided by the St. George Reef Lighthouse Preservation Society. The Lighthouse Preservation Society assumed stewardship of the lighthouse in 1996, and since that time, the Preservation Society has made many trips to the lighthouse for restoration projects. And now they've opened the lighthouse to the public. A spectacular 5-minute ride from Crescent City's airport can take you to this magnificent and imposing structure. This 4-seat helicopter fits nicely on the caisson, making it possible to bring 3 people safely and comfortably to the lighthouse.
We want to invite everybody to come out and see the spectacular scenery and what's going on at the St. George Reef Lighthouse. Don't have to exaggerate when we say that it's the only offshore lighthouse in the world with public access.
2 lighthouses grace the coast of Del Norte County. Battery Point Lighthouse has served for more than a century to warn mariners of the rocky Del Norte shoreline. Today, caretakers live in the lighthouse. They conduct tours right on the premises.
This little kitchen is not the original. The original burnt down in 1879 during a storm. A wave knocked the stovepipe loose that sat right here, caused the kitchen to catch on fire. Everything in this room is from the late 1800s, early 1900s as far as the furniture is concerned. And you're standing in a room that is dedicated to Wayne Pyland, and he is the one that was instrumental, along with the Historical Society, to bringing this house back. Standing in an 1856 Cape Cod style home with a tower in the center, so it's a very safe little lighthouse for a keeper. He doesn't have to go outside during a storm, he just goes upstairs and checks the light. Now when you're up there, you're 77 feet above sea level, and our light will flash for you because we are on.
Here in the museum, the second 4th order Fresnel lens used in the lighthouse is on display along with historic photos and other memorabilia connected to this lighthouse. There really is so much to see where the Redwoods meet the sea.